What's making news this week at the University of Limpopo is that spring lectures drive forward knowledge creation to address social science challenges. 3 lecturers honored for outstanding contributions at the Linguistics conference in Johannesburg. The International Affairs Office organizes a workshop focused on internationalization, and School of Accountancy hosts a sports day, turning it into a numbers game. These are some of the headlines for this week. Thank you for joining us. You are watching Inside UL News. Lena Itumeleng Debela. The Faculty of Humanities at the University of Limpopo has continued its commitment to promote knowledge production through research engagement by hosting its annual spring lectures. A total of 48 research papers were presented, 38 authored by postgraduate students, testament to the growing research capacity among postgraduate students in the university. The presentations highlighted the powerful intersection of research and community development, showcasing projects that are already delivering tangible benefits to communities. According to Professor Lisibana Rafapa, faculty research professor, the spring lectures serve as a vital academic platform for enhancing the research profiles of all presenters, particularly postgraduate students. He said their research focuses on finding solutions to pressing social challenges such as drug abuse, child abuse, unemployment, poverty, and gender-based violence, issues that directly affect communities across Limpopo and beyond. Magu Pukwani covered this event.
Thank you in studio. Today we are reporting live at the Meropa Casino, where it is the second and last day of the spring lecture for the Faculty of Humanities. Just to take you through what transpired yesterday, we had presenters from UL, the postgraduates, the UL lecturers and external guests. The reports were very, very relatable, whereby we found that Ms. Chidi was talking about the inequality of men and women in the management sector, according to culture and the modern ways that we are doing things right now. They touched on the matter of gender-based violence, whereby our faculty dean, Professor Maoto, added to say that all people have go through this kind of abuse, even men, but they are afraid to report as they don't want to be made fun of. Actually, she's going to join me now. Welcome, Mama.
Welcome. How are you, sis?
I'm good. Yesterday you spoke about the matter of having ethical clearance within 6 months of enrolling into masters and PhD. Can you take us through that?
Yes, it's a requirement, university requirement that assists students to be able to complete their research within the stipulated time. So if we realize that you are not progressing very well, in the 3rd month, we remind you that you must pull up your socks, because we'll send you a warning letter to say, be careful, you are dragging behind. So in the 6 months, that's where now we give you a termination letter if we realize that your progress is still not satisfactory.
I believe that will be of good help to the students. The University of Limpopo is not the first time they are hosting spring lectures. What is the importance of hosting this kind of spring lectures every year?
The spring lectures are targeted for postgraduate students. We are trying to initiate them into the research community so that they are able to compete with others from all national universities and even international. They must stand their ground. When you are pursuing a study, you must be able to defend it. And we want your voice to be heard. So it's a way of letting them practice how the researchers do it out there.
What is your take on that? how is it going to affect the next generation according to you?
Our generation now, as we speak, because in our case we come from the old school of thought, maleme a rena a phapane. For me, we should strike for a balance in the sense that maleme a rena a bohlokwa le ona, bana ba rena ba tshwanetse ho tseba mo ba tswang gona, a re nyake ho ba boketa ka leleme. We are not saying there must not be any common language where you understand each other, but maleme a rena a bohlokwa a se Africa, because ka mogare ga maleme a rena go tletse le the African Ubuntu. So that's why going forward we need to say stop. Our languages are very important, you must know them.
Thank you for your time, Prof.
Yep.
Well, that was Professor Maudu, who was telling us more insight about the event. Now let us move on to Ms. Munyuku Ribotile, a master's student in science education. Welcome, Ceci. It was your first time presenting yesterday.
Yes.
How did you feel? How was the experience for you, and how do you think it will help you in your future academic or professional pursuits?
You know what? I have to be honest. Yesterday, I was so nervous. When I got here, I didn't know what to expect. But immediately when other presenters started presenting, I started to gain more confidence and strength that I will present. And then when I ascended the stage and looking at those people, I had in myself that I had to say the right things. I have an audience listening to me. I have to present myself well. So this conference, in a way, to answer your second part of the question, it's a way of collaborating with other researchers, and then we are gaining knowledge. There are some things that I really didn't know, but today I have learned so much, especially from Prof. Mafaya, the one who presented about Africanism, Ubuntu, and others. So I can say that it also prepares us to compete with other students of other universities in the conferences. Maybe, who knows, we will be representing the internationals. That's the best about this conference.
Thank you for your time, Ceci.
Thank you. Bye.
Well, there you have it, viewers. One thing that I've learned in this conference is that lelimi le bohlokwa. I mean, one of the reporters or presenters for today, Ms. Anne Malaji, was talking about bohlokwa goba kere bohlokwa ba maikarabelo a bogoši ke eng tšeo ba santše gore ba di dire, ke eng tše e leng gore ga ba swanela gore ba di dire gobane ka morago ga koloniale ba ikwang kare ba tšetšwe maatla. You must know where you come from so that you can know where you are going. I love the fact that we are starting to embrace, or we are continuing to embrace our mother tongue. Well, later on there will be a gala dinner right here at Meropa Casino, so stay tuned for more. Kalina ke Makubu wa Gapakwan.
Thank you, Magubu, for that report. Let's take a break. We will be right back. Welcome back. You're still watching Inside UL News. Still in the Faculty of Humanities, 3 lectures in the Department of Languages were recognized during a Linguistics Society of Southern Africa conference hosted in Beechwood Hotel in Gauteng recently. Dr. Valerie Mashiane, Dr. Morongwa Choshi, and Dr. Khabule Kota presented, which was awarded Best Paper Award in the conference. The paper, titled Proficiency of First Entering Students in Selected English Grammar Structures at a South African University, was motivated by the rampant challenges that perpetuate English second language first entering university students worldwide, especially at historically black universities of South Africa. Underpinned by the linguistic competency theory, this paper is a qualitative case study that examined first entering students' English grammar knowledge of tenses, concord, and passive voice. Findings reveal that while students appeared competent in concord, they struggled with perfective tenses and passivity. Moving on to the other news, continuing with its effort to internationalize the University of Limpopo The Office of International Affairs hosted a two-day workshop on internationalization. The workshop, hosted at the Ranch Resorts, brought together faculty representatives and support staff to discuss mechanisms to establish internationalization as the fourth core function of the university, joining research, teaching, and learning, as well as community engagement. To give us more insights on this, we are joined by Professor Mbambokekana, Director for the International Affairs Office at the university. Prof, thank you so much for joining us and welcome.
Thanks very much. It's always a pleasure for us to engage, particularly the wider university community.
Can you kindly take us through the workshop? What key discussions did you come up with, and how do we move forward until we realize internationalization is another core function of the university? This is great developments, Prof.
In the past 2 days, we had a workshop. This workshop involved the Office of Internationalization. It involved representatives from faculties. It involved marketing and communication under stakeholder engagement. And it also involved resource mobilization, because those are the entities that we work with in the office. And this workshop emanated from realizing that for internationalization to be institutionalized at UL, we have to have a closer relationship with faculties, because internationalization doesn't reside in the Office of International Affairs, because the Office of International Affairs doesn't have students. It doesn't have research projects. Even the partnerships that it develops cannot be actualized if faculties are not involved. And therefore, we decided that let us have this workshop so that all of us can be on the same page. Firstly, for faculties to understand what the International Office does, what is its mandate, and how does it do its work. And secondly, for the International Office to understand how the faculties are engaging in internationalization, what challenges are they having, and whether, which is very important for us, whether there are discussions around internationalizations at faculty level, or if their faculty strategies do involve internationalization. So in the past 2 days, what I can say is the highlight, first of all, is that we realized that there are gaps. Firstly, the gap is of communication. Communication between the Office of International Affairs and faculties. We realized that there is information that faculties do not have. Some of the services that we give that faculties are not aware of or are not sure how to approach this office when they need assistance. We also established that in terms of communication from the faculty side, that even within faculties, communication is not where it's supposed to be. Information is not free-flowing. If you're looking for information, even the reps at the moment that we have, when they are looking for information, there's a difficulty in getting that information. So that was the one part in terms of communication.
Well, Prof, we just have to leave it here for now. We are also joined by Prof. Sidadi from the Faculty of Management and Law, who was part of the workshop. Prof, what is your take on the workshop? Also, talk to us about collaboration and partnership efforts you have in the faculty.
This workshop has been a fruitful workshop where we have gained a lot of experience, and this is a function which is part of the university strategical objective. If you check the university strategy, it's goal 6 of the strategy, and as the faculty, we have enjoyed interacting with other faculties and the international office. And it was a very fruitful workshop where I think if we take it as we have agreed with the international teams, we will involve other colleagues and also institutionalize the issues that we have discussed.
So, the upcoming international conference the faculty will be hosting, how will this benefit the university on international level?
We are using the Erasmus an opportunity for our colleagues to interact and collaborate with international universities. We previously had Germany as part of our university in Germany as part of our collaboration. We have Professor Odego, who is collaborating with the university in Nigeria, and other colleagues also. They have started these partnerships with international universities.
Well, thank you very much, Prof. Dlosidati from Faculty of Management and Law. Moving on to the other news, in the era of the fourth industrial revolution, where the digital divide and unemployment are prevalent, the University of Limpopo, in collaboration with Samsung and the Department of Trade, Industry and Competition, hosted a certification award ceremony for the inaugural cohort of the UL Software Development Program. This initiative aims to bridge the digital gap and equip the youth with ICT skills to improve their employment opportunities. Renaya Manenje has this report.
Thank you once again in studio. I'm now joined by one of the top achievers to tell us more about the journey and the experience. Good day, ma'am. How are you?
Good day. I am good. How are you?
I'm good. Can you please introduce yourself, where you are from?
Okay, I'm Bernice Chantom Langeni and I am originally from Zanin, Idan.
I believe you have been trained on software development. How does it feel that you are part of the program, and what skills did the program equip you with?
Well, it always feels great to be a tech girly. Now I can brag and say I'm a tech girly. The experience was good. You got to learn a lot of things. I got exposed to like different kinds of languages. I got to learn different things regarding tech. I studied computer science at UL, so now going into this and deeper into it was actually really amazing. I got to learn how to build apps, websites, manage them also, making sure they're safe and everything. So it's been amazing. It's challenging, but it's worth it. It's really worth it.
How do you see such programs useful to young people, especially those in rural communities?
Well, seeing the unemployment rate in this country and also how underexposed people in rural areas are, this could be a great start to actually work towards what you want. This kind of program actually exposes you into what things are actually like instead of just going somewhere and finding them there. You get exposed to the market, you get exposed to different kinds of people. Tech field is mostly about networking, if not just building the solutions also. So you get to network, attend events, see what people are doing, what's popping 2025, and so it's great.
Thank you so much for your time. Enjoy the rest of your day and congratulations.
Thank you.
There you have it, viewers. That was one of our top achievers telling us about the journey and all the things that she has learned. I believe that all other people out there should be eager to join the program because there is so much to learn. For Inside UL News, I am Manager Naya. Back to you in the studio.
Thank you, Renai, for that report. A lecturer in the Department of Mathematics, Science and Technology Education at the University of Limpopo, Diana Mamashela, has been appointed to serve in the National Education and Training Council by the Minister of Basic Higher Education, Siviwe Gwarube. Mamashela will form part of the council that advises the Minister of Basic Education on policy matters outlined in Section 3 of the National Education Policy Act, as well as on matters referred by the Minister, including those arising from the South African Schools Act. Let's take another break. We'll be right back with your sports update. Thank you for staying tuned. Let's now get into your sports bulletins with Tabise Ngobeni. Tabi, over to you.
Thank you so much, Itumeleng. Now, looking at our sports, not only can they count numbers in the classroom, but they also bring their A game to the soccer and netball fields. The School of Accountants recently hosted a sports day, giving students and staff opportunity to showcase their skill on the pitch. The events were nothing short of fun and excitement. In the soccer tournaments, the Bachelor of Commerce and third-year students took the cup home while staff members compensated by lifting the netball cup. Both students and staff appreciated the sports day. It was not only enjoyable but also promoted health benefits and fostered unity within the school. That's how we wrap it up for sports. Back to you, Idumili.
Thank you, Tabi, for the sports updates. Well, that wraps up our news bulletins for this week here on Inside UL News. We appreciate you for tuning in, and remember to subscribe to our channel for more updates. Join us again next week.